अपने कल्चर ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਮੋਟ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਯਤਨ ਕੀਤੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਇੱਕ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ 26 ਅਤੇ 27 ਅਗਸਤ ਨੂੰ PNE ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਸ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਹੈ ਸਪਿਰਿਟ ਆਫ ਇੰਡੀਆ। ਇਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਦੇਣ ਲਈ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ 'ਚ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਜੁਨੀਤਾ ਠਾਕੁਰਲਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋ ਹੋਸਟ ਵੀ ਰਹਿ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹਨ ਅਤੇ ਆਓ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਇਸ ਸਪਿਰਿਟ ਆਫ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਇਸ ਦਾ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਬਣ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। स्वागत करते हैं जुनीता ठाकुरलाल का। वेलकम टू द प्रोग्राम।
थैंक यू सो मच हरप्रीत।
थैंक यू। सो स्पिरिट ऑफ इंडिया, जब हम कल्चर की बात करते हैं उसमें हर एक कल्चर को अपने ऊपर मान होता है लोगों को कि भाई हम कुछ रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं। आपको कैसे आइडिया, क्योंकि ये सेकंड एनुअल आपका स्पिरिट ऑफ इंडिया इवेंट होने जा रहा है, तो हाउ डिड यू गेट द आइडिया कि हम ऐसा कुछ इवेंट करें जो कि बहुत बड़े स्केल पे, बिकॉज PNE के बीच में ये करना इज़ अ बिग थिंग, सो हाउ डिड यू गेट दिस आइडिया?
Well, I'm a big advocate, as you know, of culture.
जी.
And you know, here being Canadian born, you know, हमारे बच्चे भूल जाते हैं कि you know we have a language, we have a culture, we have, because we're brought up with Western values. So trying to balance those values,
right,
you know, between the East and the West, sometimes things get lost in translation.
जी.
And you know, this is where you see a rise in South Asian gang warfare and drugs, and you know, where kids unfortunately get lost in the shuffle, where parents are trying their best in order to, you know, create a life for their families, but sometimes doesn't, you know, sometimes unfortunately the kids really do get affected. So
right,
you know, here I am, I've been volunteering in the community for years, and we thought that we'd put together some sort of an event where it's just an even platform where people can come and celebrate our culture, that we can share all the amazing things that we as South Asians can celebrate. What are we proud of?
Right.
I mean, so many things are from India that we don't realize, you know,
right,
things like yoga. Everybody is familiar with Lululemon, and they all wear yoga pants, but you know, we don't realize sometimes that these types of things are from India.
Right.
And so it's basically a platform where everybody can come together and celebrate all the richness that our community has.
इट्स ऑन अ वास्ट स्केल, ये छोटा लेवल नहीं, बहुत बड़े लेवल पे आप कर रहे हैं। स्पिरिट ऑफ गुजरात से स्पिरिट ऑफ इंडिया, लास्ट टाइम द फोकस वाज ऑन स्पिरिट ऑफ गुजरात। यू नो, गुजरात के जो कल्चर है, वहाँ के जो नृत्य हैं, लोग हैं, खाना है, ये सब कुछ आपने किया, पर अब इस बार आपने इसको एक्सपैंड कर दिया है
जी।
तो इसमें क्या यूनिकनेस क्या होगी? व्हाट इज़ गोइंग टू बी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम अदर प्रोग्राम्स? बिकॉज आज कल्चर के नाम के ऊपर जुनीता आप देखते हैं बहुत कुछ हो रहा है, तो आप क्या क्या इन जो ये 2 दिन होंगे इसके अंदर क्या आप करने जा रहे हैं?
So you're right, it is on a big scale, and I'm actually really proud that we're able to have this sort of a big scale where we have this much exposure.
Right.
50,000 people are
Wow.
expected to attend on that weekend, and that's because, you know, PNE is very family oriented.
Ji.
So when PNE came to me with this idea that, you know, how do we tie in the cultural segments, and I said, well, you have to bring something there that pertains to the South Asian community, for example.
Right.
And so then they allowed me to work with them, and so through that we created this festival. So it's not just about, you know, coming to a mela and, you know, having some cotton candy and playing some games and going on rides. You have that, but on top of that, you know, हमारी जो संस्कृति है, हमारी परंपरा है, values है, ये सब, all of this is infused in all these different things that we do on a daily basis that we don't realize.
Right.
So I'm actually really lucky and I'm blessed, I feel, that we are able to showcase on such a huge platform.
Right.
So we have all sorts of different booths. We've had so much support from the community as well.
जी.
So, you know, for example, we have the GNF Financial fancy photo booth, and so basically we have turbans and dupattas and sariya and all this stuff, so people can dress up and take their pictures, and it's on a background that they can choose. So it's, you know, it's either the Rajasthani the desert with the camel, or the Taj Mahal, things that are iconic of India. And then we've got, you know, Spice Radio is actually doing numerology on site. We have Millstream Atta doing a roti making competition.
Right.
We have the Deepak Chopra Addiction and Wellness Center is hosting yoga sessions, so 30-minute yoga and meditation sessions.
Okay.
We have a kids zone where there's finger painting and all sorts of different games. We have Rangoli booth as well. So we've got all these different things that tie into the culture. So of course we need space in order to do this.
Of course.
And of course having a platform where we were able to gain the trust of the executives at PNE in order to do this.
Well, that's wonderful. Getting PNE involved is a big thing because they ought to have trust. Then only they allow people to be there. तो अब बात आती है कि बूथ्स की जब आप बात कर रहे हैं तो क्या जो यहाँ के हमारे लोअर मेनलैंड के लोग जो हैं जो वहाँ पे कोई बूथ्स लगाना चाहें उनको भी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल सकती है?
Absolutely, ज़रूर. वहाँ पे हम एक बाजार लगाएंगे और वहाँ पे there's all the different booths that are there selling all sorts of things like handicrafts and kurtis and again things that are iconic to India. So that's incense, not just one state but representative of all of them.
Right.
So we have like religious murtis. We have like I said, agarbatti, incense. We'll have little trinkets like keychains and things that you can't necessarily. We have a banga station, so all bangles.
Okay.
We have juttis, so people don't have to go all over the place. They're just in one place, and if they see something that they like, especially because now there's exposure to 50,000 other people.
Right.
So now it seems like the South Asian community is really infused with it, or with the mainstream. It's really popular. So having things like like a nice set of jewelry, you can now you'll notice that other communities they really like having these types of items in their closet so they can also enjoy the culture.
Very true. जिसमें हमारे अपने बच्चों को अपने कल्चर के बारे में पता लगेगा लेकिन उसके साथ साथ मेन स्ट्रीम में भी ये मैसेज जाता है कि इंडिया का जो रिच कल्चर है उसका आप भी हिस्सा बन सकते हो. अच्छा, कमिंग बैक टू लास्ट ईयर, टेल अस अ लिटिल बिट अबाउट लास्ट ईयर व्हेन द स्पिरिट ऑफ Gujarat festival was held. What kind of ambience was there? What kind of response did you get?
Oh, it was amazing. So last year we did it on a weekday. So even though it was a weekday, we had over 10,000 people come, and we had a stage with this huge seating area, and we have of course we had the booths as well, and it was really interesting to see how people accepted the all the little trinkets and gizmos and cultures. We even had an education booth with books and magazines and that. And so this year it's basically an expansion. So instead of focusing on just one state, and of course I did it through the Gujarati Society last year. So this year now we've expanded and we're really doing it to encompass all of India. Right. Because there's so many different things as you know, right?
बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने कि क्योंकि इट्स अ वेरी बिग स्केल और उसके लिए ऑफ कोर्स इसको करने के लिए आपको सपोर्ट चाहिए कम्युनिटी की. अब जहाँ पे तो बिजनेसमैन है वो आपको थ्रू बूथ्स और स्पॉन्सरशिप की तरफ से करेंगे. किसी ने आपके साथ संपर्क करना हो, कहाँ पे कांटेक्ट किया जा सकता है और इन्फॉर्मेशन लेनी हो तो कहाँ से मिल सकती है?
Sure, we are really looking for talent. Right. I mean, there's little pockets of talent, but we don't necessarily. We're not able to find them. Right. So, from Bhangra dancers to Bharatnatyam dancers, Kathak, fusion, musicians, whatever it is, we're really looking for support from the local community. Right. So that way we can showcase them to this vast majority of people. And we have our event page on Facebook, which is Spirit of India at PNE. And that's the event page, and all the information is there, as well as we're able to offer discount entry tickets and ride passes. Right. So if anybody wants to have go on the rides at PNE on any day, they're valid for any day throughout the entire fair. Okay. And you can go on again the Spirit of India at PNE, and on there is a discount code where you just go onto the website and you can punch in the code and off you go.
It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much. और 26-27 से पहले एक बार फिर हम अपने दर्शकों के साथ जो और लेटेस्ट होगी बातें वो शेयर करेंगे. आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Thank you and best wishes.
Thank you so much.